What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity. I hope you guys are doing well. Season 3 of Black Ops Cold War is now here. The patch is live, so go to the platform if you're choosing and download the patch if you want to play Season 3. And honestly, I think you guys should give Season 3 a chance. I know I will. I know I said that with Season 2, and Season 2 kind of sucked, but I honestly believe that Season 3 is finally, picking up the game, stepping it up a notch. So let's talk about what was in the Season 3 patch notes, because not only did we get a lot of new stuff, we also got some weapon balancing, which is something that I've wanted for quite some time. So let's highlight quickly some of the new stuff, and then we'll get into that sweet, sweet weapon tuning. So first and foremost, brand new Battle Pass, new 100 tier Battle Pass available for Season 3. This is no surprise. My stance remains the same towards the Battle Pass, where I will boycott it, but if you want to purchase that, go ahead. New weapons, PPSH and the Swiss K31. The PPSH, of course, is an SMG, and that's going to be available through the Battle Pass. And the Swiss K31 is also going to be available through the Battle Pass, and that is a sniper rifle. So both these will be as per usual when it comes to weapons available through the Battle Pass, where they'll just be free to play for everybody. So just play the game, and you'll attain those weapons. Now, the Ballistic Knife will be available through a challenge. I don't know what the challenge is yet, but go to your screen and you guys will be able to find that out once it's available tomorrow, or today, I guess. Now, the FAR 83. Now, if you did not unlock that with the Season 2 Battle Pass, there is a challenge to unlock that. Same with the LC-10. If you did not unlock that through the Battle Pass in Season 2, and I don't blame you because Season 2 sucked, you can now unlock that. Now, there's also new operators. The Wraith operator will be available at tier 0, so once you purchase the Battle Pass, you get the new operator Wraith. There's also operator randomization, so there's a new option where you can just basically throw on a random operator the same way I think they have this in Fortnite, and you can just go with whatever operator. Along with this, there is an operator skin randomizer as well, so let's say you have multiple skins for the same operator, you can cycle through which one you want to use for that game. So I actually don't mind this. These are a couple good changes. They also address an issue where the new breadcrumb green dot could appear for an operator that the player already had inspected. Don't know what that is, but just for anybody that was curious. There's also updated main lobby theming for Season 3. I'm assuming there's going to be a new cutscene as well for Season 3. Weapon unlock challenges. Players can now complete weapon challenges in both multiplayer and zombies for previous, current, and future weapons unlockable via in-game challenges. So I assume this is pertaining to the Graza and the MAC-10 or any other weapons that are achievable. They're now unlockable through challenges. So there we go. Okay, so now let's get to the good stuff, because there is a lot of changes, and one thing that I've been preaching for a long time is the LMGs need a really big nerf, and it looks like we finally got that. So let's start first and foremost with the Stoner 63, also known as the Light Machine Gun Alpha. Reduce MAC damage from 42 to 38. No longer will be a that's still a 3-bullet kill, but okay, whatever. Reduce max damage. Oh, this is huge. From 38 meters down to 21.59 meters. Slightly increased vertical recoil. Slightly reduced ADS speed. I don't get that one. Reduced range for match grade barrel attachment from 100 to 50%. Reduced range penalty of division barrel attachment from 25% to 12%. The only other thing I would like to see them address here, which they didn't, of course, most of the changes are good, don't get me wrong. The one thing I would like to have seen them address is the hip fire. The hip fire on the light machine gun seems to be a lot more accurate than an SMG. Don't know why that is, but it really seems to shine in this game. Now, RPD, they increase the max damage range from 38 to 42, reduce max range from 50.8 meters to 20.4, so I'm assuming that's why they bumped the damage up. Reduced ammo capacity from 75 to 50, reduced range bonus from the match grade barrel attachment from 100% to 50%, reduced range penalty from 25% to 15% for that division barrel attachment. Now with the M60, they reduced max range from 76.2 to 20.4. Okay. Let's have a conversation here just quickly, 1 second here. So we have now effectively reduced the M60 damage range from 76.2 meters to 20.4 meters. That means that it is almost 4 times less range than what it had before. That's insane, okay? That's wild, that even it was at 76.2 for max damage range. That's insane. Reduced ADS, so aim down sight speed, by 13.8%. Increased probability of horizontal view kick when hip firing. They did it with the M60. You gotta do it with the Stoner. Love it. Reduced range bonus from the match grade barrel attachment from 100% to 50%. And reduced range of the division barrel attachment from 25% to 15%. So I like a lot of these changes. I think this is going to make them a little bit more balanced because as they stand right now, they're the most powerful guns in the game. Very frustrating to play against, especially if you have 2 or 3 people in your lobby using them. So I'm really happy that Treyarch addressed this. This is going to be huge for Season 3 and going to be huge for me to enjoy the game in Season 3. Shotguns. First and foremost, the Street Sweeper. My least favorite gun in the game. Remove one-shot kill potential. Thank you. Ridiculous in general. Decrease max damage from 138 to 88. Thank you very much. That needed to be done. It's just ridiculous. Reduced mid-range pellet damage from 6 to 5. Reduced damage bonus on Task Force barrel attachment. They nerfed the Street Sweeper and they needed to. So I'm hoping that actually makes a huge change to the Street Sweeper. So thank you. They actually increased the max range from 5.08 meters to 5.72 meters with the Howler 77. Reduced range penalty on task barrel attachment, and reduced damage bonus on task barrel attachment. So I don't actually have an issue with the Howler. I think it's the most balanced shotgun in the game, and I actually quite like it. Looks like they've also changed the spaz to be a little bit more powerful as well, increasing the mid damage range from 9.14 to 10.16, increased mid-range pellet damage from 2 to 3, and reduced max damage from 118 to 108. So I'm okay with that. Again, I see the Street Sweeper, and that seems to be the #1 problem for me, so I'm okay with this. Now we get to some more changes to the assault rifles here with the FFAR-1. Reduce recoil penalties on the Task Force barrel attachment by 10% total. Increased bullets added to 34-round magazine from 34 to 38. Reduced reload speed penalty on 34-round magazine attachment from 10% to 5%. Increased bullets in the 38-round speed magazine from 34 to 38. And reduced ADS speed penalty on 38-round magazine attachment from 20% to 10%. So nothing crazy here. I actually like these changes. It's nothing that's going to make the FFAR extremely powerful. It doesn't transfer it into a competitive weapon, but it's quite good. The Krig 6. This is interesting, okay? Increased headshot multiplier from 1.25 to 1.4. This was one of those things where they looked at it and you compare it to the QBZ, and the QBZ has a higher headshot multiplier. So this is a nice change for the Krig 6. It's gonna rip still, don't get me wrong, it's still a very powerful weapon, but they also reduce max damage from 35 to 33. I'm okay with that. So it might actually take a few extra bullets, but if you hit people in the head, okay, there you go. Couple kill just that much quicker, so I'm okay with that as well. Attachments added an ADS move speed bonus to the following barrel attachments for assault rifles: Ultralight, Contour, Contour M2, and CMV Mil-Spec. Speed bonus to the ferrule barrel. So they changed the barrel attachments to essentially give them more ADS speed. I'm okay with that. Maybe I'll put a barrel onto my ARs now. Interesting. Okay. Remember, whenever I do this, guys, like I am doing this, this is more often than not the first time I'm going to see these patch notes, so this is kind of my live reaction to them. Tactical Rifle Charlie, which I think is the AUG. Reduced max range from 30.48 to 19.05. Increased burst delay from 0.216 to 0.233. Increased max damage 51 to 52. I'm okay with that. Headshot multiplier again. Reduced range on task force and reduced damage bonus on task force. Okay, so that is, I believe, for the AUG, which, again, I don't love it necessarily. I think all of the tactical rifles need a bit of a change, but this reduced max range to me is huge, very important. I'm very curious about this. The next one is what is causing a lot of stir in the competitive scene, which is the sprint speed with submachine guns. Reducing sprint speed for all SMGs. Pistols are now the fastest guns to sprint with attachments, with specific attachments. An SMG may now allow for sprinting as fast as a pistol. So what they've done is they've effectively made SMGs not as fast, and I think part of the reason for that is because the game can only keep up to you so much. And one of the big issues right now, and if you guys follow the competitive scene, you would have heard of something called cammering, and it still happens in the game, whether you're using an SMG, an AR, LMG. It's essentially just saying that your game can't ping that guy. So let's say you're fighting a guy and he comes around the corner, your game can't ping fast enough to him and he's going to see you first. But because of how fast you could sprint with the SMGs, especially if you use speed grip, now all of a sudden when you come around that corner, you have a 2 to 3 seconds longer than you would have originally, or milliseconds realistically. But that little bit of added time because your player model is moving so fast. That's what I think's happening here, personally. But now on top of it, it makes sense though that the pistol should be the fastest gun in the game, and now with speed grip you can run as fast as a pistol. I don't see really anything the matter with this. I don't know why the pros are getting mad, but whatever. They're pros. I'm barely a 1.5 KD player, okay? So they know what they're talking about. I don't necessarily know what I'm talking about. That's just what I think. Now I'm just going to kind of skip through some of the stuff. Some vehicle stuff done. Something about on arcade. Prestige rewards, once again, new prestige levels. We're up to prestige 15. Once again, same things with achieving certain levels, level 50, 100, 150, 190, and level 200, and then you get those prestige keys every 50 levels from 250 to 1000. So levels 50 to 150 you get the new prestige, emblem prestige key, and battle pass tier skip. 190 you get all season challenges. Level 200 you get master prestige calling card and battle pass tier skip as well. So nothing too crazy about that. Let's talk about the multiplayer maps quickly. Okay, Yamanto, I think is what it's called. All new. It's now in the multiplayer rotation, and there will also be a 24/7 playlist. Diesel Face Off 24/7 featured playlist, and Diesel is available in the rotation 6v6, 2v2, and 3v3. Apocalypse, they addressed an issue of collision that players are allowed to see through a tree inside of the temple. Did not know about that. Checkmate addressed an issue where players cause players to become slowed when crossing certain floor surfaces. Weird. Crossroads, remove Crossroads from combined arms and VIP escort rotation while an issue is investigated. Crossroads strike will remain in place for all supported modes. Now, oh, pardon me. Okay. This is a long video, so I apologize. Sticks and Stones is now available in multiplayer. Search and Destroy added audio stingers when a player is eliminated during the round. Face Off addressed an issue where respawns could happen outside the playable game area in ICBM and UBAM. CDL addressed an issue where CDL start spawns and CDL game mode objectives were not being properly loaded in Miami Strike. Oh, so I guess people are using that in custom games because it's not a CDL map. Multi-theme addressed an issue where weapons would lose all ammo when exchanged for a weapon in a container, then picked up again. That's only a multi-team. They added the Strafe Run score streak, available at 5,000 score. General addressed an issue for earned score streaks resetting when switching teams. So that would have been during just regular game modes. Challenges, season challenges, 20 new multiplayer season challenges available with exclusive calling card and XP rewards. Okay, the next one's a little tricky to explain. They've essentially nerfed both snaking and slide canceling, both mechanics used to kind of trick the camera in the game to show your opponent one thing where you're in a completely different place. So the animation of your character on your opponent's screen is going to be different than what you're seeing in your screen. So that third person screen that your enemy is going to see is going to be different than the first person screen you're seeing. So you can use this to manipulate the game so that you have the advantage over your opponent. And this is one of the things a lot of the pros use. It's a lot of things that a lot of high tier pub players use because it gives you that advantage. Now they're reeling that back a bit. And I don't want to talk about all this jargon because the majority of people won't understand it. So just slide canceling nerfed, snaking nerfed, okay? Plain as day. Okay, we've reached the end of the road. The last thing to talk about in today's video is going to be league play, and there's a few minor changes. They've added support for combat record, which means my KD is going to drop exponentially. Create a class, the thermal optic is now restricted. In custom games, they addressed an issue where you could lose create a class and score streaks, and match cancellation. There used to be an issue where league play matches were prematurely canceled when a player left the match. So now they've addressed that issue. Now matches won't get canceled for that. So that is everything that is pertaining to multiplayer in this. There's tons more for zombies. I'm going to leave the patch notes down below in the description for you guys to read at your leisure. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. And if you're here, let me know what you guys are most excited for Season 3 of Black Ops Cold War. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.